11 container crops that'll be worth gold after the collapse. Most preppers believe they need acres of land to grow survival food. They look at their small apartment balcony or tiny backyard and convince themselves food production is impossible. This single belief leaves millions of urban preppers completely dependent on supply chains that collapse first during any crisis. Grocery stores empty within 72 hours of any major disruption. Trucks stop delivering when fuel becomes scarce. Farmers cannot reach markets when infrastructure fails. Urban preppers without food production capability face starvation, while rural preppers with gardens survive comfortably. But here is the truth that changes everything. 11 specific container crops destroy this limitation entirely and turn any space into a survival food factory. These crops provide dense calories to fuel your body. They provide powerful medicine to heal your family. They provide valuable barter goods to trade for everything else you need. Today, I am showing you exactly which 11 container crops belong on your balcony, patio, or windowsill before collapse makes them unavailable forever. Number 1. Potatoes. Potatoes stand as the undisputed calorie king of container gardening and the single most important survival crop you can grow in limited space. One medium potato delivers 110 calories of pure energy that sustained entire civilizations through famines and wars. The Irish survived on potatoes for generations. Eastern European nations built their food security around potato production. This crop earned its reputation because it delivers maximum calories per square foot of growing space. Growing potatoes in containers requires nothing more than 5-gallon buckets with drainage holes drilled in the bottom. Fill the bucket 1/3 with soil, place seed potato pieces with eyes facing upward, and cover with 4 inches of soil. As the plant grows taller, continue adding soil until the bucket fills completely. This hilling technique forces the plant to produce potatoes along the entire buried stem, multiplying your harvest dramatically. One seed potato in one bucket produces 8 to 10 pounds of food. 10 buckets on a small balcony produce 80 to 100 pounds of calorie-dense survival food. Potatoes store for months in cool, dark conditions without refrigeration or processing. When collapse arrives and grocery shelves stand empty, those 10 buckets represent the difference between eating and starving. Number TWO. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes deliver nearly equal calories to white potatoes while adding massive nutritional benefits that white potatoes cannot match. One medium sweet potato provides 115 calories plus for 100% of your daily vitamin A requirement. This single nutrient protects your immune system, maintains healthy vision, and supports cell growth during times when medical care becomes unavailable. Growing sweet potatoes in containers starts with slips, which are sprouts grown from a mature sweet potato suspended in water. One sweet potato from the grocery store produces 8 to 12 slips within 3 weeks. Each slip planted in a 5-gallon bucket or larger container grows into a full plant that produces 3 to 5 pounds of sweet potatoes. The vines spread aggressively and can trail over balcony railings or climb trellises to maximize vertical space. Sweet potatoes tolerate heat better than white potatoes, making them ideal for southern climates or hot apartment balconies. They also store exceptionally well, lasting for 2 to 6 months in proper conditions without any processing. The leaves of sweet potato plants are edible and highly nutritious, giving you a bonus green vegetable while waiting for the roots to mature. Smart preppers grow both white and sweet potatoes to diversify their calorie sources and nutritional intake. Number 3. Hot peppers. Hot peppers become literal gold after collapse because they provide something no other easily grown crop can deliver: flavor. When your diet consists of rice, beans, and bland survival food, hot peppers transform misery into something tolerable. Cayenne, habanero, jalapeno, and Thai chili peppers grow exceptionally well in containers on sunny balconies and windowsills. One pepper plant produces 50 to 100 peppers per season, depending on variety. Those peppers dry easily by stringing them together and hanging in any warm location. Dried peppers last years without refrigeration and actually increase in value as time passes and supplies dwindle. Beyond flavor, hot peppers provide powerful medicinal benefits that pharmaceutical companies have studied extensively. Capsaicin reduces pain, improves circulation, fights infection, and boosts metabolism. Cayenne pepper stops bleeding when applied directly to wounds. Hot pepper extracts treat arthritis, headaches, and digestive problems. In barter situations, dried hot peppers command premium prices because demand stays constant while supply disappears. Your neighbor with stockpiled rice will trade generously for something that makes that rice worth eating. One sunny windowsill growing 5 pepper plants produces enough barter material to trade for items you cannot grow yourself. Number FOU or garlic. Garlic ranks among the most valuable crops in human history and becomes absolutely priceless after any collapse scenario. This single bulb functions as food flavoring, powerful medicine, and highly tradable commodity simultaneously. Growing garlic in containers requires minimal space and almost zero effort. Separate a garlic bulb into individual cloves and plant each clove 2 inches deep in any container with drainage. Each single clove multiplies into a full bulb containing 8 to 12 new cloves within 8 months. Plant 10 cloves and harvest 100 cloves. Plant those 100 cloves and harvest 1,000. This multiplication rate transforms a $3 grocery store purchase into an endless garlic supply forever. Medicinally, garlic has proven antibiotic, antiviral, and antifungal properties that modern science has verified repeatedly. Before pharmaceutical antibiotics existed, garlic treated infections, respiratory illness, and wound contamination. Russian soldiers called it Russian penicillin during World War II when medical supplies ran short. Garlic reduces blood pressure, supports heart health, and boosts immune function during times when doctors become unavailable. For barter purposes, garlic holds value because everyone wants it and few people grow it. Fresh garlic braids hanging in your apartment represent trading power that increases as commercial supplies disappear permanently. Number FIVE tomatoes. Tomatoes deliver more food per plant than almost any other container crop and continue producing for months once they start fruiting. One indeterminate tomato plant in a 5-gallon container produces 20 to 30 pounds of fruit over a single growing season. That production continues until frost kills the plant, giving you fresh food from early summer through late fall. Determinate varieties work better for smaller spaces because they stay compact and produce fruit all at once for preservation. Container tomatoes need sturdy cages or stakes because heavy fruit loads break unsupported branches. Cherry tomatoes produce hundreds of small fruits that children love eating fresh. Rama tomatoes provide dense flesh perfect for sauces and canning. Beefsteak varieties give you large slicing tomatoes for fresh eating and sandwiches. Beyond fresh consumption, tomatoes preserve easily through multiple methods requiring no electricity. Sun drying produces tomato chips that last months. Water bath canning creates shelf-stable jars lasting years. Fermentation produces probiotic-rich sauces supporting gut health. The seeds inside tomatoes hold special barter value because saved seeds grow next year's crop. One successful tomato harvest provides both immediate food and future production capability that commercial seed companies can no longer supply after collapse. Number 6. Beans. Beans provide the protein that other container crops lack, making them essential for balanced nutrition during extended collapse scenarios. 1 cup of dried beans contains approximately 15 grams of protein plus 220 calories of sustained energy. Unlike meat protein that requires refrigeration or immediate consumption, dried beans store for decades in sealed containers without losing nutritional value. Bush beans grow compactly in containers without requiring trellises or support structures. Pole beans climb vertically and produce larger harvests in less floor space when grown on balcony railings or simple string trellises. Both types thrive in containers as small as 3 gallons when provided adequate drainage and consistent watering. Planting beans every 2 weeks throughout the growing season creates continuous harvests, rather than one overwhelming glut. Young pods eaten fresh as green beans provide vitamins and fiber. Mature pods left to dry on the plant produce storage beans lasting indefinitely. The nitrogen-fixing bacteria in bean roots actually improve soil quality, making container soil more productive for future plantings. Bean seeds saved from your harvest grow next season's crop without purchasing new seeds. This self-perpetuating cycle gives beans special value when seed companies close and garden centers stand empty. Number 7. Green onions. Green onions perform a miracle that no other crop can match. They regrow infinitely from scraps you would otherwise throw away. Buy one bunch of green onions from any grocery store for $2. Cut the green tops for eating and save the white root sections. Place those roots in a glass of water on your windowsill. Within 1 week, new green shoots emerge and grow 6 to 8 inches tall. Cut the greens again, they regrow again. This cycle repeats indefinitely as long as you change the water regularly. Transplanting rooted green onions into containers produces even faster growth and stronger flavor. One container with 20 green onion roots provides fresh green onions forever without ever purchasing another bunch. The flavor compounds in green onions enhance virtually every savory dish, from soups to stir-fries to eggs. Fresh green vegetables become extremely scarce during collapse when refrigerated supply chains fail completely. Your windowsill green onion garden produces fresh vitamins and minerals continuously while everyone else eats bland stored food lacking any fresh components. The psychological benefit of fresh food during crisis cannot be overstated. Green onions on your plate represent normalcy when everything else feels chaotic. Number 8. Ginger. Ginger functions as powerful medicine that grows easily in containers and commands premium barter value after collapse. This knobby root treats nausea, reduces inflammation, fights infection, aids digestion, and relieves pain without pharmaceutical side effects. Pregnant women use ginger for morning sickness. Chemotherapy patients use ginger for treatment-related nausea. Athletes use ginger for muscle soreness and joint pain. Growing ginger starts with a rhizome from any grocery store. Select a piece with visible growth buds, which appear as small pointed nubs on the surface. Plant the rhizome to inches deep in a wide, shallow container with the buds facing upward. Ginger prefers warm temperatures and indirect light, making it perfect for indoor growing near bright windows. The plant grows slowly but steadily, producing harvestable roots within 8 to 10 months. Partial harvesting allows you to take what you need while leaving the plant to continue growing indefinitely. One initial rhizome eventually fills an entire container and provides pounds of fresh ginger yearly. Dried ginger powder maintains potency for years and concentrates the active compounds for medicinal use. When pharmacies empty and doctors become unreachable, your container ginger garden provides medicine that actually works. Number 9. Turmeric. Turmeric contains curcumin, one of the most studied medicinal compounds in modern science, and grows just as easily as ginger in identical conditions. Research has linked curcumin to reduced inflammation, improved brain function, lower heart disease risk, cancer prevention, and arthritis relief. Pharmaceutical companies have spent billions trying to synthesize these benefits into patentable drugs. You can grow the real thing on your windowsill for $3. Turmeric rhizomes planted in containers produce beautiful tropical foliage while developing valuable roots underground. The growing requirements match ginger exactly, making these two crops perfect container companions. Plant them in adjacent pots using the same soil mix, watering schedule, and light exposure. Harvest turmeric after the leaves die back naturally, typically 8 to 10 months after planting. Fresh turmeric root grates into food, blends into smoothies, or brews into powerful anti-inflammatory tea. Dried and powdered turmeric stores indefinitely and maintains medicinal potency for years. The bright orange color indicates active curcumin content, so look for deeply colored roots when selecting planting stock. Turmeric stains everything it touches, so handle carefully and designate specific preparation surfaces. The staining actually proves the medicine is working because curcumin bonds strongly to organic material, including inflamed tissues in your body. Number 10. Leafy greens. Leafy greens including kale, spinach, and lettuce provide essential vitamins that calorie crops cannot supply and grow faster than any other container vegetables. Spinach reaches harvestable size in 30 days from seed. Lettuce matures in 45 days. Kale produces continuously for months once established. This rapid growth means you can harvest multiple crops from the same container throughout a single growing season. Cut and come again harvesting removes outer leaves while inner leaves continue growing, extending production from each plant dramatically. Leafy greens tolerate partial shade better than fruiting crops, making them suitable for north-facing balconies and windows that receive only indirect light. They also prefer cooler temperatures that would stress tomatoes and peppers, extending your growing season into early spring and late fall. Nutritionally, dark leafy greens provide vitamin K for blood clotting, vitamin C for immune function, vitamin A for vision, and minerals including iron and calcium. These micronutrients prevent deficiency diseases that historically killed people eating unbalanced survival diets. Fresh greens also provide fiber supporting digestive health during stressful times when digestive problems commonly increase. Your container green garden represents health insurance that pharmaceutical vitamins cannot replicate. Number 11. Medicinal herbs. Medicinal herbs transform your container garden into a collapsed pharmacy, providing treatments for common ailments when professional healthcare becomes unavailable. Chamomile grows easily in containers and produces flowers that brew into tea, treating anxiety, insomnia, and digestive upset. Lavender thrives in containers and provides calming aromatherapy plus antiseptic properties for wound cleaning. Peppermint spreads aggressively in containers and treats headaches, nausea, and respiratory congestion. Calendula produces bright flowers with proven wound healing and anti-inflammatory properties. Lemon balm reduces stress and anxiety while treating cold sores caused by herpes virus. Echinacea boosts immune function and reduces cold and flu duration. Each of these herbs grows easily in basic containers with minimal care requirements. Harvesting involves simply cutting leaves or flowers and drying them for storage. Dried medicinal herbs maintain potency for 1 to 3 years, depending on storage conditions. Learning basic preparation methods including teas, tinctures, salves, and poultices gives you functional medicine when pharmacies close. The knowledge combined with growing capability positions you as community healer when professional medical care disappears. This role provides social value beyond barter, creating relationships and community standing that protect you when social systems break down. You now possess complete knowledge of 11 container crops that become worth gold after any collapse scenario changes the rules of survival. These 11 crops work together as a complete system covering calories, nutrition, medicine, and barter value simultaneously. Potatoes and sweet potatoes provide the calorie foundation, keeping your body fueled and functional. Beans add protein that other crops cannot supply. Tomatoes and leafy greens deliver vitamins and minerals, preventing deficiency diseases. Hot peppers, garlic, green onions, and ginger transform bland survival food into meals worth eating. Turmeric and medicinal herbs provide natural medicine when pharmacies stand empty. Every crop on this list grows successfully in containers on balconies, patios, windowsills, and rooftops. Space limitations no longer excuse inaction. Start with 2 or 3 crops this week. Add more as you gain confidence and experience. Collect containers from restaurants, bakeries, and neighbors who discard them freely. Save seeds from successful harvests to plant next season without purchasing anything. Build your container food factory now while supplies remain available, and learning carries no survival consequences. The preppers who thrive after collapse will be those who grew food before collapse. Your 11 container crops begin today.